The Okavango Delta is regarded as the jewel of Africa. It teems with wildlife all year round. This vast, borderless wetland is a magnet for both predators and prey alike.
I'm a professional tour guide based in the Okavango Delta. I've been doing this for the past 10 years. I've guided across most part of the Okavango Delta. It's such a big area, one of the biggest wetlands in the world, measuring about 20,000 square kilometers, located in the northwest part of Botswana. I'm based in a camp called Tugana, where we do boat excursions, where we do mokoro, which is the dugout canoe, where we do some safari walks or bush walks. I'm the one who's leading all those excursions.
Botswana provides the most exclusive wilderness safari experience.
As we do these excursions, we will be expecting to see things like elephants in the marshes, red leches, which is an antelope that is especially for the Okavango Delta, as it's a semi-aquatic antelope that uses the marshes as an escape route. A special antelope like Sitatunga, which is only seen where there is a permanent source of water, like the Okavango Delta being the home for that specific antelope. We do get to see sometimes lions on foot. In terms of bathing wise, this is the best area for somebody who is keen into birding, as we have over 300 species of birds.
Many varieties of birds of prey also nest in the delta. A rich food supply makes the Okavango a major attraction for many colourful birds that feed and nest in this beautiful paradise. Our wilderness safari took place in late April, just as water levels were beginning to rise. It's a perfect time to explore and view the game by boat, 4x4 vehicle and on foot. There is no better way of viewing such an abundance of wildlife than in its own natural habitat.
As you cruise around these narrow channels, sometimes as you turn around the corner, you get to be surprised by these big bull elephants that happen to come down into these marshes to come and enjoy the roots of the papyrus, come and enjoy the tubers of some water lilies, which is their favorite, especially where we moving into dry season, where elephants sort of sought out for soft stuff, and softer stuff is only found in the marshes, where elephants come down here and enjoy those. So I also do lead some bushwalks or safari walks. Walking out here, you need to be led by somebody who knows and who understands what he's doing very well, and who can read and interpret animal behavior well in time, so that at the end of the day, they doesn't take you into danger. Considering the fact that, you know, when you're out here on the foot, it's not like when you are doing your guided safari in the vehicle, because it's quite different. Even when you start walking, you can tell, you can feel it, that now you kind of exposed. So animals, when you are on foot, they see you as a predator in most cases. But if you happen to come too close, some of the animals like your elephants, some of the animals like lions, buffaloes, if they feel like they are not comfortable with you being too close, they will let you know. So it's very important as a guide to know this behavior. How does an elephant shows that he's not happy with you? Then you can always take back your guests and make sure that your guests are safe at all times.
In the Okavango, there are no borders or fences. This is a unique open wilderness. Water is the prime attraction. It's the source of life for everything that lives in this beautiful paradise.
This water that we get here in the Okavango is not from our local rains. This water rains happens in Angola in summer season. Then the water will slowly come down, and the water will reach here around March, April. That's when the water will reach us. We're talking about billions of cubic of water being pushed in every year. One would wonder, why is it that the water has to come all the way from Angola? It's simply because Angola has so much rain and poor drainage. And if you look at the altitude, Angola is much higher than us. Then the water is forced to flow down south. We have what we call permanent swamps, and we have what we call seasonal swamps. So these seasonal swamps only gets to be filled up around April all the way into September. Then around October they get dry. When we talk about the wet season, one would confuse that and think that that's when the water level is high in the Okavango. But our wet season, we're talking about our summer, which is in our summer, the water level is very low in most part of the Okavango Delta. In summertime, it shrinks. The water coverage will shrink up to maybe about 7,000 or 8,000 square kilometers. That alone, some of the camps will be left without water. And some of the camps that are based along the permanent channels, like Tugana, Vumbra, Duba, will still be left with water. That's when one will have to have a good understanding. When the Okavango shrinks, when the water recedes, most of animals like red leeches, as they depend on these marshes, they will follow the water. They will kind of migrate with the water because they need to always be along the marshes, as they use those marshes as an escape route. But otherwise, with things like predators, they generally kind of stick to the very same area, as they don't really need water in their daily basis, as whatever the moisture they get from what they eat, they can always survive.
While the delta expands and contracts according to season, it always has bountiful wildlife. You are surrounded by the most amazing game viewing. Here you can see and experience the natural world in all its pristine glory.